This will be a snapshot of what I do. I check on Jake Steiner and see how he's doing and the success they have. Of course, after cataract surgery at 2060, I wanted to get out of it, but Jake Steiner people want to quit that point. So let's see if I can help a little bit. Those are very focused glasses. I'll explain that shortly. So if you're going to do this, get a bright light and a Snellen. And notice it's I labeled 2060, 2050. After cataract surgery, I didn't know which line was reading, good heavens. So I had to mark them 60, 50, 40. Now, the standard is 2030. If you pass the 2030, it's like going to heaven. But, so walk back 20 feet. Sit down and read the lines. FELOPZD and DEFPOTEC. So that's after using plus lenses for near. To me, I don't see why people fear the plus lens. It's like living outdoors. Would you object to living outdoors? Apparently, people don't get the connection. After Jacob Rafelson had that conversation with the printer and his son when the printer had 2040, and the printer wouldn't stand for using the plus to get out of and stay out of nearsightedness. That's a major intellectual failure as far as I'm concerned. I see all eyes as dynamic, as an engineering control issue, designed, problem, and solved. Only Rupa Wong really gets it right by insisting her kids never get their eyes closer than 20 inches. That would probably totally prevent nearsightedness if she's consistent in doing it. The problem with most of us, we're not consistent. We'll do it for a month or two and then we'll quit. That's not engineering science. That's the fickleness of most people. So let's see if I can expand this a little bit. Okay, there's, maybe you can read, I can stabilize this. FELOPZD. Actually, if you're going to do Steiner, you ought to work with the chart and define your own success. So if you've done all this, the next thing is a variable focus lenses. It's not an eye exam. So you can do that. I can't do it. Autofocus. Now, I'll show me doing it. So you look at, I hope you have this in film. Hang on. Yeah, that should be better. I think you probably see me. All you have to do is, let's say you are 2060, and you've got to know, is this a medical problem? Let's say it's 2060, and you turn these dials and you can't improve to 2020. Then you have a medical problem. Then you go to an optometrist, ophthalmologist, and get it checked. But let's say I'm like Jake Steiner's people. I would at least do these glasses, what, $25, $30? That's where this pays off. I try to keep things as low cost as possible with competence. So you do this, and lo and behold, you clear the 2020 line. That should satisfy you. You don't have a medical problem. And this is why you wear a plus long term. And so this is my daily routine, or at least once a week, I'll do this. Now, I don't know you, I don't know your motivation, but most people don't have the motivation. They want a miracle. And actifosis is the miracle. Except I don't see how to work. I can understand how the plus works, but actifocus, it's a will o' the wisp. If it works for you, it clearly does work for some people. But when you finally get the 2060 range, this is where the plus makes all its sense that it does. So I'll post this and add your own routine. Be more competent. These, let's say, get it here. Dial vision. 30 to 35 bucks, and you get a feeling for the way things are with your eyes. If you go to an ophthalmologist, it's very expensive. But if you check yourself, you have some degree of competence in who you are, what you want in your life. The fact that the eye goes down at a steady rate of a half diopter per year in school should be a warning situation for you. That's what would keep me going if I'm in school. If I'm not in school, it's probably okay. But if I'm in school, high school, I really need to take this seriously. And this is a low-cost method to do almost everything for yourself. Add your own thoughts. Are you interested? What are your goals in life? If you're a pilot, that's your motivation. You have nothing to lose, everything to gain by checking your own Snellen and learning in a competent way the behavior of all eyes starting at birth. So I'm doing this for my relatives. They were successful. They have to pass the DMV. They don't have to do better than the DMV. So add your own commentary. I keep an open mind, a conversational discussion. You may object and you may say, I don't believe that, or I don't want to do that, or I think you're wrong. Those are good things in science if you're articulate about it. Add your own commentary. Thank you.